What's going on, YouTube? Yes, you see this face again. We've been working this week. You know it. Hey, man, we got what? This like our fourth video this week? Hey, man, we just gonna keep running up the content, man. Y'all make sure y'all are subbing and liking and interacting with the content. Y'all been doing a great job of that on the shorts. Y'all commenting, trying to get back to some of y'all. Well, pretty much getting back to everybody. And we just been going up. But let's talk about the matter at hand, bro. Now I made a short about it yesterday, but I had to give this its own video. LaMelo Ball is no longer a member of the Charlotte Hornets because for some odd reason the Hornets thought it would be a fantastic idea to go ahead and trade him away. And this is a head scratcher on so many levels, but the main level is, why would the Charlotte Hornets do this? If you're the Charlotte Hornets, you fought years and years and years to get out of this mockery stage that you have been in for the last 10 to 15 years in the NBA. Now, granted, you guys did make the playoffs in 2016, but I don't know if you guys didn't know that or not, but that's your only playoff appearance in the last 10 years. 2016 when Kemba Walker was playing, and Kemba Walker is now on your staff. Does that not tell you anything? And then you guys almost make the playoffs. Probably would have had a great shot to make the playoffs this year if we going off of based off how you guys finished last season. Finished last season with the best record in the regular season after the All-Star break. Was one game away from the playoffs, bro. One game away. Played that fantastic game against the Heat in the first round of the play-in. That first game of the play-in. And you just threw it all away. And I said it in my short for pretty much a bag of chips. Now, Naz Reid, let's get into the trade. They got Naz Reid, and they got a boatload of picks. They did get a massive haul on the picks when you look at it. But they were unprotected. They have some unprotected picks, some pick swaps. I think they got 3 first-round pick swaps. Like, they got a haul for the picks for sure. Obviously, when it's a good player, you are going to get a haul for picks in terms of picks. But I mean, bro, that's still not enough, bro. Like, you guys were this, you guys don't need that. You guys were this close to making the playoffs. Yes, Con Knipple and Brandon Miller was hooping, but who do you think was getting them the ball? And Con Knipple did not have a great end to the season. So why do we just feel like LaMelo's the odd man out? A lot of people talk about his play style not translating into winning. I'm going to tell you this right now. Now that he's on a team that actually can win, expect LaMelo to play, if not completely different, but expect him to have a little more maturity in his game. Not only because he's on a better team, but when you get traded in the split of a second like that, you're going to mature real quick. Y'all hold on. My phone, man. Yeah, hold on. My bad, y'all. You always got to answer your mom phone calls. Hey, man, y'all don't be answering y'all mom phone calls, do y'all? Y'all got to do better about that now. Y'all can't be doing that. But anyways, back to the situation. Like I was saying, whenever you get traded in the split of a second, like LaMelo Ball just got traded, he literally was in trade talks and then got traded a little over 12 hours later. That's crazy. But once that happens to you, you're going to mature. And now that you're with, another superstar who has the same type of personality as you, with Anthony Edwards, I feel like this is going to be a great duo, man. Like, they both 24 years old. The sky is the limit for them. They kept Jaden McDaniels. They just re-signed Ayo. He was hooping for them. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, Rudy Gobert. He gained a lot of respect with how he played defense on Rudy. Like, of course, they got to get some depth, but you know what I'm saying? That's a decent trade. That's a really good trade. And for the Hornets, like I said, Naz Reid, he's a great player, but that's still a bag of chips, man. It's a bag of good chips. Some hot fries or some hot Cheetos or something. Like, it's good chips, but it's still a bag of chips, bro. You can't do that. Naz Reid is a great talent. You pair him with Brandon Miller and Con Knipple. That's tough. But who's going to be your point guard? Now, I just seen they re-sign Kobe White. Now, Kobe White was hooping now. But I don't know if it was to the point where we can say, oh yeah, we're trusting him to be our point guard of the future over them. And they pretty much just chose Kobe White over LaMelo. And we're going to see how that works out. I really think something tells me they just didn't want to pay LaMelo. That has to be the only reason. But at this point, it's not the time to be cheap when your franchise hasn't made the playoffs in 10 seasons, bro. Like, it's just not the time for that. And I don't know why the Hornets just woke up one day and said, hey, let's get him out of here. And y'all know I'm a Celtics fan. Y'all know obviously all the drama that's been in the rumors that's been going on day in and day out about Jaylen Brown getting traded. The Hornets got him up out of there. Like the Hornets they put LaMelo Ball in trade talks way after Jaylen Brown and got him up out of there way quicker than, Jaylen Brown, who may or may not be getting traded, bro. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. If you are the Hornets, bro, this has to be in the top moments of the worst in your franchise. If you are a fan, bro, a Charlotte Hornets fan, like a diehard Charlotte Hornets fan, you have to be devastated. I know you had an attitude at work all day yesterday. I know you did, bro. It's okay. I would have had an attitude too. Y'all attitude that y'all had when LaMelo Ball got traded is my attitude when I seen the Knicks win the finals, bro. Yeah, so I definitely understand. I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain. I feel it. But the Hornets, bro, y'all, to be in all seriousness, the Hornets, that's a disgrace, man. I'm sorry. Like, it's no way around it. It's no justifying this move. Obviously LaMelo, he's not like he wasn't a top 5 player in the league, but LaMelo's a great talent, bro, and that's something that you just can't give away for Naz Reid. That's what you're saying. LaMelo Ball is worth Naz Reid, and like I said, Naz Reid is a great player. This is not a knock on Naz Reid or me calling him a scrub, but y'all get exactly what I'm saying, bro. If I'm a Hornets GM, I am not trading Lonzo Ball just for Naz Reid and some picks. I know Anthony Edwards loves him, but you got to give me Jaden McDaniels and Naz Reid. You got to give me something, bro. They pretty much just gave him away and said, go be great, which is no problem with that. But come on, dog. Now, if you're the Timberwolves, the biggest question is now, where is you guys' ceiling now? You guys have made the conference finals with just arguably Anthony Edwards being at the helm of being that guy. Obviously, Cat, he did well, and that's another narrative. Everybody from the Timberwolves that's been sent away, they've won a championship, and so they're trying to do this to keep Anthony Edwards. But now, with Anthony Edwards practically getting to the Western Conference Finals with not having that much help, obviously, Julius Randle and Cat, they had the averages, but obviously Cat was more helpful. But still, even with both of them, Ant gets most of the credit, and rightfully so, for leading those teams to the Western Conference Finals. Now he finally gets a point guard that can also play, make, and score. So, hey, we really gonna see where these Timberwolves go. Could they find themselves in the Western Conference Finals again? It's tough to say because of the great teams out west that continue to, either the new ones that get better or the teams that's returning, because you're always going to have the Thunder and the Spurs. And then you got some young teams that's trying to make them themselves a whole. You don't know what the Rockets will do this all season. They might go out there and try to get a point guard. So, hey, we going to see how it all go, man. But hey, I just love getting in front of the camera and talking ball with y'all. Y'all drop down y'all comments below what y'all felt and what y'all thought about the trade. And as always, y'all know what I'm going to say. Well, before I say that, y'all continue to make sure y'all show love, man. I really been appreciating it. We on the road to 100 subs, and we going to go well beyond that. But we on that's the goal for right now, 100 subs. We at 74 at the recording of this video. So y'all know, come on, y'all rock with your boy. I'm going to find a way to end up putting all my socials at the bottom. I'm going to do that so y'all can follow those as well. But I'm pretty much Cam the Sports Guy on all other platforms except Instagram. But yeah, man, y'all know what I'm going to say. Y'all have a blessed one. And I'll see y'all in the next one.